with the command station booted up, then we can go into EngineDriver, and we click on the connections and it connected, and we've got two throttles, just the way I've set the screen up, two throttles. I'll leave this way, I guess. So we're going to end up with one throttle will be running on the B district later, and the other throttle will run on the A district, but they could be the other way around. So I can come to my routes command here, and I see all my options for the A district. I can either go DC and have an engine number of 1000, and that's what I do if I were just going to run this engine in this district. You can do anything you want here. I mean, this is just the way I've got it set up. Or if I want to run the engine through a number of districts, I'll have it, A will be DC, and it'll have engine number 9000. And these engine numbers can be anything you want. They're not actually the engine number, they're the number you'll tell the throttle to control. And so then if I was going to have A, B, C, and D, and I was going to run the engine through all those, I would just pick 9000 for all of them. And then as the engine went from one to the other, the throttle just would run it in all those four districts at the same throttle number, engine number 9000. I can also go to DC main. I can go to a DC inverted if the engine's going the wrong way when you have it in forward and it's going reverse. You can go to DC invert and it will change the polarity, and now the engine will be going the same way the throttle's saying it's going. There again, and you can use this DCI 9000. There again, if it's a DC local and it's going the wrong direction of your throttle, you can use it. We can also change the track to a program track by just clicking right here. If I go down here, I've got all the same options for the B district. And if I kept going, I would have all the same options for the C, D, E, F, G, H districts. In any of these, like right now, we're going to change the A district to DC main, and I'll set that. And then we're going to we'll change the B district for right now. It's hard to read this thing and see what I'm doing at the same time I'm talking to you guys. And we'll set that. Now the nice thing about using EngineDriver that you're not going to get with anything else is Peter Akers, who developer for EngineDriver, is also one of the members on the DCC-EX team. And so he's made DCC-EX only commands available with EngineDriver. So you can do some of this with other throttles, but it's really nice with this. You can do it. I got the same thing. I've got the route set up in this throttle, and I could select any of the same options with it that I'm selecting right here. So I'm going to press the little button up here. I just pressed it for the DCC only commands, and here I'll press the button for TrackManager. So now it shows that A and B are both on, the rest of these are off, and they're both a DCC main. So if I come here out and I we'll select a okay, that's 951. I could also go to a roster and select it. 951, acquire it. So we now got that engine. And I can run that engine using the throttle commands here. I'll just kind of do that a little bit. So I'm going forward. I'll slow it down. Stop it, go to reverse, turn the bell on. Of course, every engine doesn't have a sound decoder, but if it does, you can get to all the functions on the sound decoder with this, even the ones that aren't showing here. Turn the bell back off. And now we'll go to reverse and let the engine now. So right now it's in District A. It's going to cross over into District B here. But since that's set as a DCC track right now, it's going to run down there. No problem. I'll come back up here. So it's in the B district there. It's getting power from the B terminals, the red and black one. It's moving to this yellow and green one into the A district. So it goes from one district to the other, no problem. Now I hit stop. And I'm going to go up and I'm going to change with my routes. And I'm going to go to B and I'm going to make B DC. So I'll set this right here. I think I hit the right button. I say it's hard when the phone's in the way. And I go back and hit the DC menu or DCC menu, and now it shows that A is DCC and we just switched B to DC. I'm going to set the phone down and put the DC local on. Okay, so I've got that local on. And the local number was 2000 for that district. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to select a different motor local here, excuse me. And I'm going to put in 2000. Acquire it. And we should have it. Now, I put the local down intentionally where I think it's going to go the wrong direction. So if I'm going to hit forward, the local's going in reverse. So here's a situation where the local is not going the same way the throttle. The throttle was going forward. So this is very easy to fix. I can come over here to my routes again. And I'll come down and I want to go DC inversed right here. So I'll set that. Now we'll look. And so now it's DC reverse polarity. I'll go back to the local. I'll go forward now. It's in forward. I'll give it some throttle. And the local goes forward. So we all know if a DC local is on the track, depending on the polarity, it's going to maybe go the opposite way you think the throttle is going to go. So right now we've changed it. So we've got a DC local running in that district. And up here, I'll switch this guy to reverse. And we've got a DCC local running here. I'll stop it and go forward. And meanwhile, the other one down there, I'll reverse it. And so it's running at the same time, which I got to stop it, that this one's running. So with the same throttle, we're doing this. I could have this throttle, this Wi-Fi throttle here that will run up to 3 locals at the same time. Well, actually, it'll run up to 6. But I could be running 6 locals in 6 different districts with this $50 throttle. It's not that hard to build. But you could also use a commercial Wi-Fi throttle, like Train Control Systems, TCS has, that are a Y throttle. Y throttle. So this is actually called a YT throttle. The software in here is also by Peter Akers, same guy that does EngineDriver. So it's got a lot of the same functions, similar functions. I printed the case. I've got the print files up on the internet. Like I said, you can build this for under $50. So we could have had up to 8 districts here with these 4 motor shields. And they all could be running DC or DCC engines on them. So nice system, not that expensive, $25 command station. At the time I bought these from China, they were $5, $20. The printed circuit board by Ash, it's not commercially available quite yet, but I think he's getting close to going ahead and releasing it. So you could build an 8-station command station for your DC or DCC layout or a combination layout. I mean, this is a great thing for DC guys to consider because it's a way for them now to run trains with a phone throttle or another wireless hand throttle, which are hard to find now for DC guys, and have control of those in 8 different districts. Plus pick up DCC engines and get started on using some of those in some of the districts. So I hope the video's been informative. Post questions down below if you have any, and thanks for watching.